The audience said that this is a movie that virtually purifies the audience's mind. This trip is to make a pilgrimage to gangrenboji, more than 2,000 kilometers away. More than 2,000 kilometers. For tourists traveling to Tibet, the plane is only a day away. It's only a few days by car. Even walking 40 kilometers a day and 2,000 kilometers in 2 months. But they go from start to finish. All the way, put your hands together and raise your head high, then lie on the ground with your whole body and gently buckle your forehead on the ground. Then stand up and take 2 steps to prostrate again. Strictly follow the way of 3 steps and 1 deduction. All the way to the pilgrimage site gangrenboji. This journey will take more than 400 days. Some viewers said it was a movie. Watched a movie that will make people's hearts evolve. But few people really finish it. Why? Because the movie is too pious. Pious enough to make everyone who watched it marvel. Today we are going to talk about the faith road of a group of pilgrims. Gangrenboji is in Tibet, China. Legend surrounds gangrenboji. A circle of mountains can cleanse a lifetime of sins. Turning the mountain 10 times can avoid the pain of hell in the 500 reincarnation. 100 circles around the mountain can make Buddha ascend to heaven in this life. Therefore, a large number of pilgrims come to worship every year. Tibetan Nimazadui decided to take his uncle Yangpei after the new year. Make a pilgrimage to Lhasa. Soon, the pilgrimage spread in the village. The 2-man team has more participants. Because this year is the year of the horse. The birth year of Buddha Shakyamuni. I will make a pilgrimage to Gangrenboji this year. Will accumulate more merits. Among the people who went to the pilgrimage together, Yu Jiaba and his wife. Wife Chujin is pregnant. To bless the baby in the belly. They are going on a pilgrimage. And the Jinmei couple. 2 people in their family died when they built a house last year. To comfort the souls of the dead. And pray for the living. They plan to take their 9-year-old daughter Zaza. Go on a pilgrimage together. In addition, there are Wangjia and Wang Dui brothers. Wangjia's arm is sick. It's difficult for him to kowtow long. But he doesn't mind. There is also a butcher who feeds himself by killing cattle. But this killing profession. Conflict with your own beliefs. So every time he does it. Drink some wine to numb yourself. He's going on a pilgrimage, too. I hope this penance can wash away my sins. Pilgrimage is not a child's family. They need to do a lot of preparation. Buy a dozen pairs of shoes at a time. Kill cattle and make dried meat as rations. Cut wood to make knee and hand pads. Sew a sheepskin apron on your body. The party is ready to set off after spring. The tractor is loaded with daily necessities to open the road in front. The pilgrims glided behind to help. The whole person is stuck on the ground. This action is called kowtowing. Raise your hands above your head and close them. Slap them on the chest and waist respectively when putting them down. Then he knelt to the ground. Forehead touches the ground. Close your hands on your forehead and kowtow again. Stand up and walk 3 steps. Bow down again. Kneel all the way from the beginning to the end. At first people were full of energy. The movement is also smooth and powerful. But as time goes by, their movements slowed down. Pain came from all over the body. But no one gave up. Yangpei's hand held warp knitting fiber. Go ahead with pregnant Chujin. When you need to stop and rest. Chujin piled stones on the roadside. This is called Nima stone. At this time, the pilgrims will stop. Take out the prepared items and start camping. Pilgrimage hard. Only sticky cake and air-dried meat are eaten with butter tea. Yangpei is in charge of chanting scriptures before going to bed. In the sound of chanting scriptures, people fell asleep. Wake up the next day and continue on the road. Such a life is tiring and boring. Change when the soul is worn out. Repair clothes when they are worn out. There are often cars speeding by on the way to Tibet. For the tourists on the bus. It's only 1 day and 1 night to Lhasa. But for pilgrims. But it will take a whole year. And the weather is not always sunny and cloudless. Wind and rain. Snowstorms are also common in Tibet. But they still knelt down and walked on. It will take a year to kneel down. No one steals and plays tricks. Since it's a pilgrimage. First of all, we must be honest and have a clear conscience. But the accident happened after less than 150 kilometers. A pregnant woman in the team is about to give birth. People helped him onto the tractor. Overnight to the nearest clinic. After a night, Chujin gave birth to a baby boy. Everyone in the team is very happy. The boy's birth was a gift from heaven. So it was named Dingzi Dangda. Implies a safe life. The next day, the team was on the road again. Chujin is sitting in the tractor carriage with her child in her arms. I will also meet good people along the way. Come and have a cup of buttered tea. This is the way Tibetans express their friendship. And they're on the way. You will also meet people from other places who come to make pilgrimages. The couple are from Yoan, Sichuan. They have been on the road for 7 months and 18 days. The husband knelt down and his wife followed with the scooter. Walking slowly always leads to the end. When the team walked 300 kilometers, met a knowledgeable Tibetan. He told the 9-year-old girl Zaza in the team, kowtow without red head rope. The head must be firmly knocked on the ground. Tibetans stayed in the pilgrimage team for 1 night. And tell them a lot of pilgrimage rules. Everyone in the team stayed an extra day to thank him. Cultivated land for Tibetan families. When you set out again, Shuzhen also joined the ranks of kneeling. And the children are safely in the carriage. Along the way, everyone arrived at the town smoothly. I bought another 20 pairs of shoes. The shoes I bought before have been worn out. The team set out at the beginning of spring. It's summer now. There are bags on everyone's head. This shows that the kowtow heart is sincere. But leaving town, the accident happened again. An SUV knocked over the tractor. The SUV rushed to the hospital. There are 2 patients with severe hyperreflexia in the car. The team finally let the SUV go. But the tractor can't be driven anymore. The wheels of the car were knocked off. So they had to throw away the front of the car. Pushed by human power. The men pulled the carriage. The women knelt behind. After walking a long way, men walked back to the starting point again. Make up for the road without kneeling. The car hit an uphill road. Everyone has to go to the cart. Someone in the team began to sing. The song soothed the tired body. It seems that this pilgrimage road is not so hard. Finally, I saw the Padala palace across the river. Their hands clasped. Recite the scripture in your heart. When passing Padala palace, everyone washed once. Put your hands together. A pious pilgrimage. Walk past Padala palace. It's coming to gangrenboji soon. But they have no money. No money for shoes and rations. The team can only decide to stay in place for 2 months. Do some casual work to earn money. The landlord of their accommodation. They didn't ask for their accommodation money. Just let them kowtow to 100,000 heads for themselves. The landlord also wants to make a pilgrimage to Gangrenboji. But I'm not in good health. I haven't been able to achieve my wish. When they finally save enough money, the party set out again. Gangrenboji is the legendary king of the sacred mountain. It is also the holy land in the heart of Tibetan Buddhism. And in reality, Gangrenboji is a snow mountain covered with snow all year round. The road into the mountain has been covered with snow. The mother in the line carried the child on her back, collapsing cold weather. He and his husband took turns to kowtow with their children. Close to Holy Mountain, Yang Pei, who has been leading the way by turning the wheel, also joined the kneeling team. The wind and snow get heavier at night. They put up tents and slept all night. Get up the next day. Yang Pei didn't get up. He died. Someone in the team invited the Lama. According to Tibetan rules, Yang Pei should be buried in heaven. The Lama is chanting sutras. For Tibetans, it is a blessing to die at the foot of the sacred mountain of Gangrenboji. Arrange the Nema stone pile and tie the white mausoleum on it. Everyone starts kneeling again. Gangrenboji's mountain turning road is not over yet. The film was released in 2017. Duration 115 minutes. The story is monotonous. The camera is nothing more than repeatedly kowtowing and chanting sutras to sleep. When I wake up, I repeatedly kowtow and chant sutras to sleep. These scenes seem boring, but virtually purify the hearts of the audience. The crew followed the pilgrimage team for a year. Through all the seasons on the pilgrimage, there is new life and health preservation on the way. Some people grow old, experienced an accident. I have also met many kind people. This is not a documentary, but it's a documentary again. There may be an audience to ask, what makes them so persistent? Is it faith? Yes, it's faith. There is a scene in the film that touches me very much. On the way to kneel down, a man suddenly stopped. The reason is that there are a group of passing ants in front of him. Super beings cannot bear to hurt them, so silently choose to wait. Only enough respect for life. Pious people can have such kindness. The film is also mixed. Some people think it looks good. Some people think it's not good looking. Some people evaluate the director's belief in consumption. Some people attack the stupidity of this belief. But this is just a way of life. And the way to pursue faith. There must be a spiritual sustenance in life. Believe in Buddha for them. Is the best sustenance. Especially in this materialistic age. Faith is worthy of our respect. National belief in our country. Belief in our family, wife and children. This may also be another meaning of the film. And each of us. Are you not a pilgrim on your own life path? All beings are equal. It's just that some people are more religious.